And tonight we are doing Legend of Zelda Link to the Past randomizer, like we normally do on Thursday night. Welcoming everybody from YouTube and from Kick. We will be doing another Triforce hunt, 20 pieces like usual. Sword assisted um, open world, just like we always do every Monday, Thursday nights. Sometimes Friday mornings if we have the opportunity. This week is looking like a Friday stream is going to be possible. So, looking forward to the extra bonus stream tomorrow morning. Usually, I get on around 10 or 11 a.m. and we throw one seed up on the docket for that day. Saturday night is open random night. I'm not sure what we're doing yet, but as of late, we've done Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and I've done more Zelda seeds. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to go with that yet. In time, we will find out, I'm sure. So we're just going to load up for tonight. Tonight's seed, let's see here. 3, 5. So we're going to load that up real quick. Get this ready to go for the evening. And a couple of things that we always talk about. I talk about at the beginning of every seed, what we're looking for early on. Dark World is number one on my list. I want to get Dark World access as soon as possible, including the lamp. So those type of things we'll be talking about throughout the beginning of the seed, and see how long it takes us to actually get what we need to get early Dark World access. So since we got a minute or two before we start the seed, we're just going to put in the nickname RET, like we always do. We will be playing again as the eggplant, as normal. So we will be starting momentarily. Just want to let everybody know, I appreciate everybody who's coming in tonight. Even if you're just lurking along, that's perfectly fine with me. A couple of things just to keep in mind in our seed. There is mild backseating is allowed. So if you see something that I'm missing and after a couple minutes you don't see me getting it, feel free to drop a message saying, hey, check this out, or don't forget to do XYZ. Don't be reading any spoilers or anything for the seed. That reminds me, I haven't even updated the command for the seed this evening. I'm probably not going to get to it tonight, so I don't have to worry too much about spoilers being given. But for tonight, like I said, Triforce seed, 20 pieces. Hopefully it'll take us between 1.5 and 2.5 hours, depending how badly we're going to get trolled this evening. So with that said, we are getting ready to start off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to start off early on in the house. Early Triforce piece. And we're just going to head up north to the castle. As I mentioned before, we are sword assured. We don't have to go looking for any swords to start the game off. Let's see, we're just going to go around this guy. And then we're just going to hit the normal sections to begin with. I'm going to need bombs early on, so when we get to the village and everything, we have weaponry to bomb out walls and caves to get what we need. Every seed seems to have some type of gimmick that it likes to give us, whether it's hearts early on, arrows, or bombs. One seed also gave us magic, so we have that as an option. So we haven't even gotten to the castle yet. We already got 2 pieces in. The only thing I worry about if we get too many pieces early on, Dark World is going to become crucial to us, as well as being crucial for that. The pieces that we will need ends up being in tighter places in the Dark World, and that's usually hidden behind things like the hook shot, um, hammer, gloves, things of that nature. So we're going to see what happens early on. We're just going to go downstairs and see if we can find ourselves a lamp. A lamp or bombs would be good very early on in the seed. Do not attack the eggplant. The eggplant wishes... Okay, the eggplant does wish harm on you, but that's not the point. Okay, 3 for 3 early on with the seed of Triforce pieces. I have a gut feeling that this seed's going to give very little bit in Karika's village. So the village might be dry to us. We will see what comes of that. Early money. We'll try to get 100 rupees set up for the merchant. And then we'll need another 500 rupees for when we go up to the Goodwill. For us, Goodwill is going up to Zara to see what we get for 500 rupees. Since we are not going to be getting flippers, vanilla flippers, for as being expected, usually what we get is something that's not worth the 500 rupees. Kind of like my experience over the years going to Goodwill trying to find video games at a good price. Or electronics for that matter at a good price. So, a little tongue-in-cheek with that comment. So, we're going to see what we get over here. That's one. Eggplants are stronger than you realize. They can pick up pots and throw them around. And we have a 5th heart. That's all we can do right now since I don't have a lamp. So we're going to go up to Sanctuary. We'll have one check there. Get the kiss from Zelda. We got one key available to us. And that key will be for inside back of escape. So we're going to have to deal with that later on. We're going to go up to see Lumberjack real quick. We'll see what's on Lumberjack, check Magic Mushroom, and we can also see what's going on inside the Thieves' Hangout, just in case there's something good sitting on that in that location that we can use to, if it's something good we can use to actually prolong ourselves into the village. So for this one, we have a shield up on Lumberjack. I could buy the same type of thing for 50 rupees if I needed to. So I'm not crazy about running back here to Lumberjack. I killed a crab, so we don't know what the crab is giving away for free tonight. Early flippers. Okay, we don't have to worry about fake flippering this seed, which is nice. And let's put on our tracker real quick so you guys at home can see what we're getting along the way. And if you guys have an idea what I should or should not be doing, now you'll be able to tell what we're working with. Places I do not like to go, Lost Woods in the Dark World, or Ice Palace for that matter. Let's see, that was that one, so we'll throw that up on the screen. So welcome in everybody, this is the chillest Zelda stream on Twitch. Your mileage may vary along the way, but I'm just here to play a little Zelda, have a good time, and chat with anybody who ends up showing up tonight who wants to chat. If you like this lurking around, I am cool with that as well. No pressure to talk if you don't want to. Okay, we don't have any bombs, so into the village we go. See if we can draw up some bombs along the way. Let's check the basement of the hangout. See what we come across in that our path this way. We have 4 checks plus the wall if we can somehow manage to get through. We got 50 rupees, another heart piece, the flute, which we can do since we're right here anyway. So we'll throw the flute up on the board. So we have 61 rupees, not enough to see the merchant. We'll check on pot chicken. There is pot chicken for the night. So our chicken fans out there, there's our pot chicken. What the heck? We'll do flute now, get it out of the way. We're here early on, we might as well knock that out. So now we have flute access as necessary through the rest of the seed. I can't check you yet because I do not have bombs. This is going to be very unusual for me. I don't usually miss out on the opportunity to... Okay, we got, so they give us flippers and boots early on. That will change how I approach this. I don't know if I can... I don't think I can come over here and... Oh, there's my bomb. Ooh, bomb. Now, usually I would go back up to where I was, knowing that I'm going to need to bomb out those walls. But over here, I can mine 4 bombs. Each time I walk in here. So I can do this twice, get 8 bombs total, and 10 arrows, and be good to go for a while. It's still not going to give us enough get back over here, you. It's not going to give us anything amazing right now, but we'll be able to finish out everything we need to do over here at in the village. So we're going to head back up. And some of these places we're going to be going in the village, we can just use the boots to get through and not have to worry as much about using the bombs. Unfortunately, this one requires actually having the bomb. Let's see what we get here. We're going to get 30 rupees and a chest. Okay, early on we are flooded with pieces. Which means at some point we're going to hit a lull. And I'm going to have to sit here and spend probably 20-30 minutes figuring out where we need to go when everything dries up. But until then, we are not going to stress that. We'll go down the well, see what we have in these 5 chests. There's 4 here plus 1 sitting in the back. Early hammer. We just need moon pearl mirror. We need a glove. And then we will have dark world access. So we have enough now for merchant. Okay. Hookshot and glove. So we have access to one side of the mountain. Or both sides of the mountain at this point. We have glove. We have hammer. And we have magic. So if we can find magic powder, we can do magic bat. We have, let me think, what else do we have access to? We have access to the back of the mountainside. See if we can throw a chicken through a wall. Got stuck in the wall this time. So we just need to find Now we just need to find things that we can cash in on at this point. Let's see the merchant real quick now that we have our 100 rupees. He gives us a heart piece. Not really worth. Sick boy is unavailable since we don't have a bottle. We clipped that already. We do have access to Bonk Cave, which I usually don't have access to. Nothing behind those rocks, but on the off chance we could get another bomb or so out of it, I'd be more than happy to take it right about now. Let's check library. If there's something halfway decent on library, we have the opportunity to take it at this point. Half magic, I'll take it. I will take the half magic and see what we can make out of it. We'll do the maze game. I think this is one of those walls we can bonk through. Yes, we can. Imagine sitting at home and having an eggplant just bonk its way through your wall that you sealed up. Hopefully this will yield something good. 20 rupees is not really good, but I have no problem taking 20 rupees. We have flute, but we don't have shovel. We don't have access to Fruit Boy, really. There's a bunch of things we still need to get to that point. That was not worth it. So now, we'll head south. We'll go check in the water supply, see what's going on here. It is possible the chest will give us something good like a mirror. Or another piece, I'll take that. Now we'll drain the pond and see what we get. Usually I take the fish back to the water. It's usually worth a little magic or a couple of rupees. Plus it's kind of my MO to be nice like that. So we'll see what we get here. There's some free bombs. There's the bombs that I enjoy finding for free. Come on, pick up the fish. Take the fish back where it came from. Try not to be horrible. Hey look, 5 rupees out of the deal. And since we got the flippers this early on in the seed, a couple of things that we can check early on that normally I can't. We could do Hobo, we could do Waterfall Cave, right along with everything else, and check the extra floating island. Just in case there's something good there that we want to grab, we'll have that opportunity. So we'll start with Mini Moldorf. And we're just not getting any love with this right now. Come on, anybody want to give me a couple of hearts? Could not get that to connect to save my life. Well, an early death will get it out of the way, I suppose. Because we got Mini Moldorf to still do. We still have fake Ice Rod Cave to do. Sanctuary still has this thing. Sanctuary's gonna have. What does that have? Bonk Cave is right there, so we can knock that out. We can do most of back of escape. So, I mean, we have options up by Sanctuary still. We still got to deal with Eastern Palace at some point. We'll take that bomb for right now. And Eastern Palace still has Shirasura's hut there, so we... Really? Really, you're going to be like that this early in the seed. I will just do that. How about that? Could save myself a lot of heartache that way. But Suralla's hut still has an opening. There's my Moon Pearl. Mushroom. So we have a couple of things working for us at the moment. Since I'm going kind of in that direction after I get done with all this, we can go up to the Wishes house, drop off the mushroom, come back and see what they offer us. Okay, this is just not working out the way I wanted to. So we're just going to head on up. Not going to waste any time right now. There's a bomb. Here's a squished lobster. And there goes the lobster taking me out. This is going to be a rough one for me tonight, I think. Either I'm just going to get my skills worked out early on and work through whatever I'm dealing with, or this may just be a rough one for me. We're going to find out. Let's see where we want to go. 5 puts us north of where I want to be. That does not put me anywhere near where I wanted to be. So we're going to flip our way back out of here again. 8 is probably my best option. Yep, that's the one I wanted. So we'll get another bomb. Let's see here. We'll drop off the bomb. We have access to the rupees from here. It's only a 20 pack, but I'll take it. Right now, everything that we need to save up to 500 rupees, I'm willing to do at this point. So, we'll do fake ice rod, see what we get. Let's see. Heart piece, not really what we wanted. So, take the rupee, even though I don't really need that rupee. Not going to do much for me right now. Okay, number 2, let's do the mushroom real quick, knock that out. See what we get out of this. So early on, we're getting a lot of good, some good items, but nothing that's screaming, oh my god. We'll take another Triforce piece, however. So in the first 20 minutes, we have 8 pieces already. So coming up here. So we gotta go further this way. This is going to be the long way to go, probably, to get to Waterfall. Waterfall. Yes, this is going to be the long way, because I got to go back. Every now and then, I make a mistake. But Oh, it got us 5 rupees, so I'm not going to complain. So we're just going to take this the long way around. Since I normally do this pattern anyway in this order, I'm just doing a different way to get to that point. So we're going to head up here real quick. We'll take out Larry the Lobster. Well, I'm going to have issues with the lobsters tonight. I see that now. So this is just not going to be a smooth seed for me. And we haven't even looked at any of the dungeons yet, so that's concerning. Let me look at the... So we have crystals on the mountain in the desert. Easton's got a pendant. And I'm just going to do this the other way. I'm not going to be left surprised or issues on knocking out what I need to knock out. Stay away from the lobsters. The lobsters are not my friends today. Okay, Magical Island has bombs, so I'm not going to worry about the island. And right here we have access to Waterfall Cave. 2 checks up here. Heart piece and 300 rupees. Still not enough for goodwill, but we're on our way to where we need to be for that. This might be a damage-filled seed for me. So we're gonna come this way. Check Hobo now. See what Hobo has to offer us. Hopefully something decent. If you're enjoying what you're watching tonight, feel free to drop a follow a sub on YouTube. Neither one costs any money. This definitely helps me out on the algorithm. And also, it's good to know people actually enjoy watching me and watching Zelda. Okay, we have Fire Rod. I hope to see he's not asking me to go into the Lost Woods tonight. I don't want to do that. So, with that said, Sanctuary is my next play, because I still need to do Bonk Cave. I can dark room myself up to the mountain right now. I do know how to do that. Let's do Bonk Cave, then we can do Back of Escape. Well, some of Back of Escape. I don't really want to triple dip that if I don't have to. So maybe we'll do the mountain when I get a lamp. I can go back and do Back of Escape. That might be my play. If you see a better play, feel free to drop a message and say, I think this X, Y, and Z might be a better move for whatever reason. And if it's a better move, I'll be more than willing to take that chance. Okay, crabs are giving our hearts tonight. So I'm going to come up here. Come on, where is that right turn I'm looking for in Albuquerque? There we go. Go up. And then over. Grab the old man. Okay. I came out too far. Coming down. Come up. Over. Down. A little bit more. And out the door. So, there's one or two different things like that I can still handle on my own. And all that for a Triforce piece. So we are at 9. We don't have access to we don't have mirror, but we do have access to most of the amount we should have access to. So we're going to see what we can knock out right now. On the top here we have another Triforce piece at the top. We'll do this real quick since we have this opportunity. This is a quick check for me. If I'm not bonking all over the place. That'll be another medallion. So we'll drop back down. I could have probably just went right back where I came from, to be honest. Since there's not much I can do up on the mountain right now on the top half, I'm more than willing to take the hits and come across the bottom half. We do have hook shots, so that does get us across to the other side. I believe this is a fairy one, if I remember correctly. And I can definitely use a couple of hearts at the moment. And since we do have the hook shot, I might as well take advantage of it while I have it. I don't have mirrors, so we're going to do this the long way. Come up here, and that is just a shop. So I can't do the back half of that yet until I come across the mirror. Not very nice this evening. I'm taking a lot more damage than I normally do. This is really not going well for me tonight. Extra Mountain has a staff. All I'm trying to do at this point, literally, is just get over to Tower Hera. And if I can get into Tower Hera without dying, we'll have a play on that for a little while. We may not take out Moldorf in one try, but at least we'll be in good shape. Okay, we are going to have to take that on. Let's see, I should be able to use the boomerang to do that. Cool, that worked without too much damage. Triforce piece, still no. Still no big key to work off of, so. Let's see how well this hammer thing works itself out. And it worked okay. But That did not work out the way I wanted it to, but we'll make it work. We get an extra heart out of the deal. We'll get a bomb out of the deal. And this is just made it a little bit more complicated than I wanted to make this whole thing. There we go, a couple of bombs out of that. Take him out. And this is telling me downstairs is leaving me something that... Let's see, that's telling me something downstairs I still need to get. And we're going to see what that is down the road. We're going to drop down real quick. That leaves me a little key. That should be the key for the basement, and something in the basement is going to be available to me. Now to go easy on the hearts, because there will be hearts available to me on this floor, I might as well just get a fairy now, knowing I'm going to need it. And I don't have that much to use on Moldorf that I think is going to be helpful to me. I have the hammer, but that's not going to do much. Let's see, do I have... Yeah, no I don't. Okay, I don't have access to changing over. That will come back to bite me in the rear end. My luck, he will bite me on the rear end. That's 4. Ooh, that was close. There's 5. I just need 1 more now. We don't move that fast. We don't move that fast from where I come from. Okay, 6 hits. We have compass, we have a crystal. I guess we're going to go down to the basement now. I struggle in the basement with this one room because... for reasons, let's just say that. It's always been a struggle for me. So we'll knock this out real quick. Well, as best we can, we will. And we're just going to come hide over here. Okay, we hit that perfectly. That's something I've been working on and I do struggle with. So welcome in everybody. If you like what you see, feel free to drop a like or follow. We do this Mondays and Thursdays, 9 p.m. Saturday is a mixture between this and anything else that I want to play that's retro. Or anything that you guys suggest that's retro. And I do have available to me a light source. So that saves me a little hassle. It also helps me with these guys too. I can just light these guys up and call it a day. There we go. And I'll get my heart back on that. The game is nice enough to give you extra bottles and stuff, so I appreciate it. And that was not worth my time or effort. According to me, it wasn't. So we'll head on out. See where we want to go from here. You know what? There's nothing good I'm getting out of this at this point. So we can go to... We have Moon Pearl, Hammer, and Glove. Sanctuary opens up Dark World for us. We also have Back of Escape. I'm going to triple dip that. Okay, I'm going to double dip it and hope I don't have to triple dip it. I'm hoping that I don't have to come back here later on and deal with the missing chest in I really don't want to have to deal with that. And this is a bunk wall, so I don't need to use bombs on it. Heart piece, 20 rupees, and red staff. Okay, so save and quit. I don't need to deal with that. I can open up Dark World right now, but what I want to do, and I'm going to see if this seed is going to let me do it, because some seeds do, some don't, is the Hula Hand Room. I'm going to see if I can bomb my way into it, because I would love to have the opportunity to get 255 more rupees. And if I can get those extra 255 rupees, I want to be able to go up to the Goodwill, knock that out real quick. And we did it perfectly, so we're going to have more than enough rubies to knock out what we need to. Some things we still don't have access to is Dark Glove. Put ourselves up here. Now we can go up to Goodwill, see what they have on offer. We get one on the ledge, one from the department store itself. Once we get back in the Dark World, we'll have catfish up in this area, so we'll have an extra check up there later on. Definitely no luck with those lobsters tonight. Can't usually time it. So we have Master Sword. That is worth coming up here for, and that really didn't cost me anything since I already had the flippers from early on. So that was worth coming up here just for that. We gave up 500 rupees to get 20 rupees, so that was a complete waste of my time. Like I said, that's what makes this a Goodwill. You give up something good for something not so good. But they did have the Master Sword for me, so I'm not going to complain about that. That opens up Agar for me. I don't think I need to go through the trouble of Agar. Since I have the glove and the hammer, I have access to everything in the Dark World. So we're going to flee ourselves out of here. 3 will be our play. 3 will open up... You see, I don't have that, so... We'll go a long way around. We can get ourselves into the Dark World over here. It's nice having a sword that actually does something. Still looking for arrows. Arrows is still on my list of things I would like to come across. So, a couple of things we can do right now in the Dark World. Like usual, we got thieves. like in the light world, there's ways I can find myself dead before I can even magically get through this whole mess. Oh, there we go. We got a fairy. Leave myself for dead and then decide to find the fairy. 100 points here will get us something. Usually we get a bomb and then we'll get an item. We get 10 arrows and red boomerang, so we have 2 different boomerangs. Without Gold Glove, we don't have access to Kermit the Frog, nor do we have access to. Let's see, we don't have Kermit. We don't have access to the chest, and without powder, I can still not do. We can't do Magic Bat. Well, my play is just disgusting tonight. I see that. I think this is just a shop. Yeah, it's just a shop. It's not worth my time and effort. Let's see, we have this house that has a check for us. We still have the dig game if we want to go down that road. We picked up the book. Desert's open to it. I haven't even looked at desert yet. So we have desert. That's an option to us. We can see Flute Boy. We can arrange that meetup. So we're going to see how that goes. Let's see what we get out of the dig game. Some days I do better with this than other days. That was a quick one. That wasn't worth 80 rupees. We're sitting at, I think, 9 hearts now. I didn't count them, but it looks like about 9. I don't know exactly why I decided to go this route. Well, I'm sure I went this route because I didn't have access to a mirror. So, if I don't have the mirror, it doesn't lend me an option to doesn't give me an option to do cemetery. Let's see. Is there one up here? Okay, I'll take that fairy. And is there? In the light world, this is a fairy cave. In the dark world's a fairy cave. So I guess it's a fairy cave in both? Question mark. There's the bomb house. I don't have desire to fight with that right now. I do have access to the dark world on this side. But let's not forget Shin Cave tonight. I don't know who's supposed to keep me in check with that, but let's do Shin Cave. Usually gives us something good each and every time. It's been a very lucky location for me. We get 5 checks through here. Let's see what we get. 20 rupees. Ice Rod. Another Heart Piece. Magic Cape. So we'll take the Magic Cape and the Ice Rod. Not the best items I was hoping for. That cape could have come in handy earlier. Let's think here. Where can we go? I don't think we have too many options at the moment. Nothing there. Yeah, everything else I need to do right now is requiring a mirror. So Light World, my house, and we'll head to the desert. We have a complete desert access at the moment. I might as well get my money's worth out of it. We'll head straight down and across, just dodging everything at this point. Now, how am I supposed to get it up there? Really? So we're just going to go right up this wall here and right into the old man cave, see what he has for us. Gotta figure out where I'm going to get my mirror so I can go into the dark world and do a little bit more. We still got sick kids we need to deal with. I don't have a way of doing it. So we're going to go across here once we get out, see what's sitting on the ledge, and then we'll deal with and then we'll just deal with whatever we have left in desert. And ledge has, okay, at least we know where that one's going to be. Now what I want to check while we're doing this, oh, I did not want to do that. Let's see here. Let's do that. Let's put that back there. Okay, nobody right now on YouTube chatting. So we're going to come in here real quick, see what we can work with, what we can take out of this. If you're watching on VOD, I appreciate you guys coming out. Like always, we stream 3 nights a week, Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. If you have an opportunity to come out and watch, greatly would welcome having you here. Let's see here. I'm just going to take him out early on. Or maybe I'm not. Maybe he's going to kick my butt. There we go. He took one from me, I took one from him. We'll call it even. Yay, we have Little Key. That will save me a trip and a half. We're already more than halfway done with our Triforce pieces. So, we got 11, we know where 12 is, and technically we know where 13 is. We just need... Hey, there's my arrows. Easton and Pods in logic. So we have Easton and Pod in logic now. With those arrows. Okay, so we know where 2 items are. 2 more pieces are. Plus we have the rest of the desert to go. So we're going to come up across. Well, that's big key. I don't have a big key yet. So we're going to come back for that. Got a little ahead of myself. We didn't check in the top room here. Big key sitting on the pillar. I'm just going to be patient here. I'm in no hurry. See if I can get an extra... Ew. I was hoping to get a whatchamacallit out of that. Here's the compass. That means the boss should have something for us tonight. We already got arrows, and we're going to see what else we can magically pull out of this mess. Which one is it? There we go. I'll just stop in here, pick up a fairy. Boom. Got a fairy. Got my life. So, now we'll just head on out. Go get our complimentary Triforce piece. Oh, how about we don't get it? We just blow past it altogether. Put that in the book of things that don't go according to plan. Got a little ahead of myself. And all that thing was going to give me was a whole rupee. But we'll go up this way this time. He gave me 20. 4 bombs. So we're loaded up on bombs and arrows. We are good to go on there for a while. Now how about we don't blow right by it this time around? Let's try that. We'll take a nice easy stroll down here. We're going to take out the bird. We'll take out the bird. But it don't move that fast, does it? So we get one more item. I don't know what it's going to be. So the item is going to be on the boss, I believe. An 8-pack of bombs, which I don't need. I gotta remember I also have all this magic too with the fire rod, so I guess I'll get a little practice with my fire rod tonight. This one should be up top. There we go. Let's take out this guy. One less problem for me. Still haven't found lamp yet. Not that I really need it right now, but it's going to be a requirement later on in the seed. Because I can only do so much in Easton without a lamp. Okay, we have full Master Sword, we have full of arrows, bombs, and magic, so... Okay, the magic is completely useless to me tonight. But we'll just take this nice and slow the rest of the way. See what I can do with the sword at least. It's amazing I have missed every single shot I've had with the sword tonight. With the magic fire rod. There we go, we had one hit. And that takes him out completely. Dismal attack of That was ugly. But we did manage to get arrow, so not completely horrible. Okay, so where do we want to go from here? East is limited. So is Pod. That's 2 dungeons we're not going to be able to finish right now. Nothing else I can do here until I get my second glove and a mirror. There's a lot I can't do till I get the mirror and whatnot. Shoot. 5, I guess? And we'll just go up to Sarasala's and I guess we'll go Sarasala and we can do what's the other one? Part of Easton and see how far we can get through Easton. And this is going to be a slow, painful travel over here. At least we don't need bombs to get this taken care of. We have enough. Come on. There we go. One dungeon we have too much power, the other one we don't have enough power. So we got all 3 medallions now in a bottle. Sick Kid's now in play. I'm surprised we got all the medallions this early. So we're sitting at 12. If we get the mirror, we have 13. Okay, we're going to look at Easton and see what Easton looks like. Maybe we get early lamp. We do have plenty of rupees that I don't have a use for at the moment. So, this is just pendant to us. I'm gonna go, probably I'll just take a trip east and see what we get out of this deal. Let's see what we have in this chest. The map early on. Ideally, I would love to find 2 items early in this dungeon so I don't have to come back to it. That's why I'm going to go to the right first. Because once I do the right side, completely convince myself there's no other reason to come back this way. And whatever is left is on the left side, or it'll be on the right side. That's 2. Boss will have something. Big chest will have something. I'm still hoping for a mirror. I'm still waiting for a lamp. An hour into the sea, I'm still waiting on a lamp. Okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Took a half hit. Here's my half hit replacement. Big key. Everything else is on the boss and in the large test. Okay, good to know. That means we may have to double dip this. Heart piece. Actually, that means there's nothing else here for me. Because that saves me having to go... Is there another chest down that way? Nope, there is one more chest to check. There is a possibility that I can clear this out still. I was ready to sign off on it, and there is one more. Now let's see here. Apparently I'm kicking more rear end in the dark than I do when it's not in the dark. Gotta love when that happens. Go through the door. Come across here. We'll get this last check, and if nothing's here, then I have to go to... And 2 hearts. That is all I need to know about that location. We'll go to the mountain. Actually, yeah, the mountain's to play because I still have a tablet to check up there. But I'm going to have to go a long way around to get to it. This is going to be the long route to do so with the hook shot. There we go. We have one check up here, which I don't believe it's anything. This is the back end of whatever. Yeah, that's the back end of the single chest. So come back for that. Let's see here. Anything for me? Can I drop down? Yes, I can. Okay, I could have done this the whole time. Nozzle off. 2 checks here, and then there should be 5 at the top. Okay. This was a costly mistake for me then. I still have opportunity for thieves. We still have one thing on top of... Let's see. Mirror! There it is. There's my mirror I was looking for. Boy, this mistake has cost me greatly. That's 15. We have access to 16. We have another sword. And that puts me at 17 when I get the other half. And that also opens up Triforce, not Triforce, what the heck do they call it? Hookshot Cave. That opens that up for me. So we do have a bunch of options now. So we're at 16, we know where 17 is. Now we just need to work our way to, wow, we got a lot of them in like 5 minutes. We went from not knowing what we were doing with ourselves to being stacked in Triforce pieces. I still don't have the magic glove. So we don't have that option. I'm still going to do the tablet that I originally was going to do. I'm hoping Hookshot's going to give us something good. Actually, we get both tablets now available to us. I'm going to jump at this opportunity while I have it. And voila! There is 17. And I don't have a way to get to Hookshot Kid yet, and now without the extra glove. So where's my flute? There it is. Let's see. 3 would be my play because that opens up. Let me think. That opens up. Well, that opens up thieves if I want to fight thieves. That opens up King's Tomb. It opens up the cave above. The cave above Cemetery. I don't remember what was in Lumberjack, but I don't recall it screaming my name. Let's just say that. So we have thieves. We have. We have a couple extra hearts right now. Let me think. I can do the tablet at the bottom. Okay, I gotta make a decision. Do I go north? Or do I go south? Well, I can go north and then come down south. So, actually, I don't know why I'm contemplating that so heavily. You know what? While I'm here, let me just take a peek at what I'm working with. I doubt there is anything for me to acquire. Well, you know, if I don't die along the way. I have had issues today with these enemies out in the open world. Let me tell you something. I gotta double back. I tell ya. Every now and then I run into these type of issues. And since I have access to a bottle, I still have to do stick kit at some point. I'm sure a pedestal is not going to be anything I need. Okay. Let's see if we can do this now without dying. We'll just drop ourselves here. We find a sick kid's house. Let's see what we get. He gives me an extra heart container. We're up to 13. I still don't have access to Pig Cave or Kermit the Frog, but we're working on that. I'm still going to go up north here and see what's sitting up here for us. Let's go go the long way around. Try to miss out on those birds. Single arrow. Not worth. So we have access now to the two caves. Well, the cave and the tomb. My question becomes, do I leave anything behind on... I'm leaving behind with that whole back of escape. I'm going to do the cave first, and then I'm going to come back for King's Tomb. And you got... I don't know what you got yet. And you got a heart piece. I don't need it, but I'm here, might as well grab it. King's Tomb, I'm hoping, has a lamp. That would be nice. Okay, let's go back now and we get what? Heart piece. Not gonna help me. So we're gonna get trolled right now with the trolling item is gonna be the lamp. I believe that's where I'm gonna get trolled. The lamp is gonna troll me, and let's do thieves. Thieves I know I can finish right now. I'm pretty sure I can handle thieves. I'm hoping I can hit the 2 items and not have to do the whole dungeon, but if we have to, we have to. Bombs is the first item. Cool, if you wanted to just dump both of them on in the first 3 seconds, I'd be more than happy to oblige with not coming back here and finishing out the whole thing. That's a little key. Let's see here. Okay, we're gonna come across, come on down. We got another check up top. Like I said, sloppy gameplay tonight, but it is my second item. So we got that. Now we have Magic Bat available to us. So let's take out Magic Bat real quick. This won't take long. I'm hoping this is going to be either lamp or... Oh, that gives me a Triforce piece. That's 18. So we can do swamp. We can. Hey, how you doing tonight, games? How you doing? Hope all's well with you this evening. We're doing another Triforce hunt this evening. We're at 18 out of 20. And now we're 16 in, so we're not doing too badly. I'm just figuring out where I want to go. Well, this is what we do on Thursday nights, so I'm just trying to stay in the constant stream mentality. Don't want to miss a day if I can avoid it. Be doing better if I can find my mirror right now. Okay, so we're gonna check this cave, and it has a bottle with a fairy in it, which would have been helpful earlier when I was dying for no reason. So we got that. And we are going to go check on the next tablet. And then we gotta discuss where we're gonna go after the tablet. I'm thinking of... I want to get a Hookshot Cave, but I don't have what it takes to get into Hookshot Cave right now. Let's see here. I want to say we want to go into the water, what do they call it? Not Misery Mire, but maybe it is Misery Mire. I thought it was Swamp where the big eyeball's gonna be. This one right over here. I'm thinking this is our play. If you have an opinion on it, let me know what you're thinking. I'm open to suggestions. The one thing everybody learns about me is I don't know everything. I don't want to act like I know everything. But if others have an idea, I'm open, mildly, I'm open to suggestions. You would think I do, but every seed's completely different, and this is like a first time play for me with this particular seed. And I kicked more rear end in that room than I thought I did. I am hoping that there's going to be hoping this is going to be a quick 2-item dungeon. We did manage to get 2 quick items in Thieves, so that saved me a little bit of a headache. But the dungeons are not randomized, but it's just the Triforce pieces are all over the place. And all the chests are mixed up. So the chests are randomized. And like I said, I'm just struggling a little bit with my gameplay tonight. Definitely not my best showing. But we're hanging in there. I think that's the best way to say it, that we're hanging in. I got my 2 bottles of water tonight. I don't have work tomorrow. Life is good. Let's get the key early on because I will forget this. For some reason my gameplay is always sloppy. Well, you gotta enjoy your downtime, otherwise there's no reason to have downtime. Like, I work Sunday through Thursday. Well, I appreciate that, I do my best to put on a decent show, and being brand new into streaming. Ooh, gold glove. That helps me out on the Dark World side of things. Even though I'm new to it, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to deliver a decent show to everybody. Obviously, I am learning, and there's a lot for me to learn. But it just takes time. The one thing I learned about streaming, watching others, and discussing this with others, this is not an overnight thing. It is a marathon, and I need to pace myself accordingly. I can't walk in here expecting to be partnered and buku money, quit my job. So, I mean, it's going to take me a while, and believe it or not, my goals are not to get rich on this. All I want to do is have a following of people who enjoy doing and watching what I play. And if I can do that and have some friends who want to hang out with me while I'm playing, or if we want to have a one-on-one tournament of such doing this, I am down for that, and I will consider this a success. Like, everybody's talking about, oh, you know, subs this and subs that. I'm like, I'll be happy if people just show up and support and just show up on a regular basis. Even if it's 5 or 10 people who constantly just enjoy what I do. Okay. Once again, Retro has decided to elect not to get a shield at all throughout this game. Butter! We got the butter sword now. And please tell me I don't have to go all the way out to the boss. 20 rupees. Does that mean there's still something? Well, there is definitely something out by the boss. Well, you know, the funny thing about that is I have a habit, golden habit, of not getting my shields. Like, I was... Oh, we can do checkerboard. Oh, we can do checkerboard right now. I swear sometimes I have, oh look, squirrel syndrome, where I just get sidetracked on my thoughts. But I've had at least 2 or 3 opportunities to go into a store and get myself a shield. I don't know what it is about how I play the game. I seem to bypass those opportunities. I don't know why I do that. Oh, okay, I don't know why I did that either. But I don't know why I pass on the shields. I take much more damage than I probably need to. Let's see, heart and blue mail. We are one step away from being a white eggplant. So we're gonna go check a cave now. That's okay. You know what? I just appreciate that you came out and say hi, and I'm glad you appreciate what I do, and I look forward to seeing you shortly. You have a good night, sir. You have a good night. See you soon. On Discord, let me know when you stream, and I'll make an effort to stop by and see how you stream. Ooh, there's a thing here like a bomb. Have a good night. Ooh, I not know this cave was even here. Okay. Why didn't know this cave was here? Okay, I have no lamp, but I have access now to the rest of the mountain. So let's. Yeah, I could do that either way. I could probably have. I could have probably just warped over here just as easily. Would have taken me to the same spot. I feel like I missed the spot where I know this should. Where I should know this. There's a piece, and I've forgotten all about it. I don't know why I feel like that, but I do. We'll come up here. Yes, yes, yes. Song, song, song. You play the song. Where is my bear? There it is. Okay, there are a couple of checks in the Dark World that we can knock out on this side of the cave. With any luck, this will be the last checks I need to do. So, if you two are going to be here doing absolutely nothing of interest, I can at least reset this. So no fairy, apparently. The bombs are still there. Really? Well, I'll just wait it out. 1, 2, 3. And this is one of those versions that needs to be in a certain order. Heaven help me if I can remember what that order is. Let's see if I can remember what order this goes. Nope, not that order. I haven't mentioned I suck at remembering how things go. There we go. Now I'm going to have to put that back in my memory for next time. Okay, we have one over here. First check. This one is Hookshot Cave. We can knock this out. White cucumber. $19. And 300 rupees. So we are now one away from finishing this seed out. You know what? I'm not even going to play this game right now. I know there's nothing but bombs at the other end of this. Let's see, which one of these two do I want? And I'm doing this the hard way. I know I am. Because this is going to be 2 checks for me. Get some arrows, get a heart out of the deal. Now let's knock this out and see what we get. Bugnet. Number 20. So we are good to go. We can finish out the seed. Pretty quick seed actually. Juggler Games left a little early. Got work in the morning. But needless to say, we are able to finish this out pretty quickly. I want to thank you for showing up tonight, like always. And we are out at 1:32:35, which is probably close to an hour 30. Very good seed. Around the hour mark, I was starting to get a little concerned about where I needed to go and what I needed to get. But we ended up going on a massive Triforce piece binge where we got, I think it was like 4 or 5 of them within 5 or 6 minutes. Oh, just for the hell of it, we'll add the Bugnet into it. We're going to speed through this real quick to get to the good stuff. And then we'll find some place to go for the evening, because I'm not going to have time to sit here for another seed before bed. I am off tomorrow, but I do have a couple of things to do early in the morning. You know, even when it is your night off and a day off from work, it's always something you still need to do. Tomorrow we are going to do something. I don't know what my exact plans are going to be. I do have a second stream channel I am working on, trying to get up and going. I might do something with that tomorrow. Depending on if I can get my second camera to behave itself. Basically I have an Elgato face cam and trying to get it to work nicely with looking at coins, because it's going to be a coin channel. It's not working the way I want it to, and I have to read up on how to make that work properly. So that's going to be a challenge for me tomorrow if I get an opportunity. If I don't get a chance to work on that and I get on stream, we'll play another Zelda game. I don't see why not. So I will keep everybody updated on that. Feel free to check Facebook on that. Feel free to check the Discord. I will tell everybody what that Discord is. Let's see here. I should have that known off the top of my head. The All Access 2.0 Discord. I let everybody know what's going on with me. 950 damage. I took a lot more damage than I normally do in this seed. 44 bonks, 4 deaths. That's high for me. But yeah, if you're not a part of the All Access 2.0 Discord, I would suggest joining. It's a bunch of good people in there, and I enjoy learning from them as I go along. Official time for the night, 1:31:07. So, like I said, it was a pretty quick seed, a pretty straightforward seed once I started getting access to the Dark World and up on the mountain. That was a big help. Also, me learning when to walk away from dungeons after I get my 2 items. That is a big help. So we are going to be good here for the night. We're going to go find ourselves a place to raid for the evening.